The RC+2 has a couple of tricks that even experienced enterprise pilots overlook. And today, the Matrice 4E is going to make that very obvious. Cruise control and terrain follow look simple at first glance, but once you start using them in real missions, they behave in a way that will genuinely surprise you. And here's the interesting part. Those quirks aren't problems, they're opportunities. Once you understand why the system behaves the way it does, you can use these features to tighten your workflow, reduce pilot workload, and make the tasking far more consistent and repeatable. So, in this video, I'm going to show you the hidden logic, the unexpected moments, and how to turn these anomalies into real operational advantages. When you take off, you will want to try and make sure that you take off from the ground, not from the top of your car or from the palm of your hand or anything that's higher than the ground. This just helps to ensure that the drone knows as exact as possible its elevation above the ground. So here we are, we're going to start our cruise control mission, and there's quite a few interesting features and anomalies that you need to be aware of with this. What you will need to know is where the C1 button is, and that's on the back left of the remote control, which you'll see in the picture. You'll also need to know where the C4 roller wheel is, and that is below your zoom wheel that you use all the time to go in and out. It's that little wheel that no one ever uses, but we're going to use it today. In order to start our cruise control, what we'll need to do is press the cruise button on the left hand side of the remote. Once there, the next thing you will need to do is move the right hand stick forward ever so slightly. And as you can see on the remote control, it's giving us our speed in meters per second. And at the moment, we're just at about 1.1 meters a second. Once you're happy with your speed, simply click the C1 button. And that's it. Your speed is now locked in for that forward motion. It's going forwards at 1.3, 1.4 meters a second and just keeping itself at 43 meters, which is what the drone was at before. And this is really useful because you can easily zoom in with your scroll wheel as the drone is flying, or you can use our favorite buttons, the R1 button, to cycle through the cameras. And then the R2 button to take yourself back. The C4 button will help you in your cruise control. If you're inspecting a railway, a bridge, a route, footpath, tops of trees. What you will want to do is move the roller wheel to the right ever so slightly until it clicks, and then you can click again. And as you see, you are fine-tuning your speed to about 0.1 of a meter. So it's 2 clicks to go up 0.1 of a meter. So now we're at 1.7 meters in speed. If I wanted to go faster, I can move it even further, and we're going to fly now at 2.6 meters per second. If I want to go slower, just move it all the way to the left. This means that you don't have to fiddle around with the right hand control stick and then press the C1 button again to lock in your speed. You can just fine tune it with the roller wheel, which is really interesting. Now let me tell you some anomalies with this roller wheel. We know that when we go forward, the roller wheel works perfectly well. So I'm now going to come out of cruise control. If I want to cruise control to the left, I'm going to press cruise, and I'm going to move the right hand joystick ever so slightly to the left, and then press the C1 button. What you'll see is we're just moving at about 1 meters a second to the left. If you use the C4 roller, which I am now, the drone will stop and it will move to the right. Right? That's an anomaly. It's not slowing down the speed that you're flying left. It's just got to move the drone to the right. I'm going to press pause there. If I go into reverse, so I push the right hand control stick back and I press the C1 button. Now what I want to do is see if I can slow it down with the C4 roller. What I will do now is move the C4 roller, and what happens? The drone stops and the drone flies forwards. So at the moment, when the drone flies to the left and to the reverse in cruise control, don't use the C4 wheel because that will just take it into the opposite direction. We know that in the forward position, when you use the C4 wheel, the drone will speed up or slow down as you wish. I'm now going to move the drone to the right, and we're going to lock in our speed by pressing the C1 button. So just on the right hand control stick, I'm going to move it to the right and then press the C1 button. And we now have that locked in. What happens if I use the C4 roller? It actually increases the speed to the right. I'm going to press pause there. So the cruise control is very stable. When we go forwards, it goes forwards at a constant speed. When we go back, it goes back at a constant speed. And when we go left, it goes at a constant speed. And when we go right, it goes at a constant speed. What we need to remember is with the C4 button, when you are flying forwards or you are flying right, your C4 roller will work and it will do as it's designed to do. However, if you are flying to the left or you are flying in reverse, your C4 button will not adjust the speed of the drone. What it will do is take the drone in the opposite direction. I will notify DJI of this and see if there is something that they can do.